What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 300 subscribers, of course, and this might be a double upload today. But today's video, we're going to be talking about another playoff series, which is the Knicks versus Pistons. And I know a lot of y'all did not expect the Pistons to be here, but I did. Like, I believed in the Pistons from the start of the season. I knew they were going to make this jump, and now they are a top 6 seed, and now they're looking to prove themselves and prove that the regular season wasn't a fluke. But at the same time, the Knicks are on a mission, because I'm pretty sure the Knicks hear everything that is being said to them. They're not a playoff, they're not a finals contender. They can't beat competition, which has been true this season. Don't get me wrong. Like, I made a video on the Knicks not beating comp, and still that video was a month ago, and they still didn't end up beating comp. So they have a lot to prove if they want to prove that they're one of the best teams in the league and one of the best teams that can obviously compete for an NBA championship this season. So what do the Knicks have to do to beat the Pistons? Yes, they obviously are the favorites to win this playoff series, and they should be the favorites to win this playoff series. But at the same time, dealing with Cade Cunningham is not going to be an easy task for the Knicks at all, I would say. Like, it's not going to be even close to that. Like, so if the Knicks are just expecting the Pistons to lay down, and not fight for this shit, then they're going to be in for a rude awakening. And I see fans predicting an upset for the Pistons. I won't be that delusional to say that, because my heart wants to go with the Pistons, but at the same time, I know the firepower that the Knicks have, and I know that the Knicks are going to be on a mission this season or this playoffs to prove that they can, like I said, beat comp. But obviously this series going further in depth in this series. Jalen Brunson last season in the playoffs was phenomenal. Like, he proved himself to be one of the best players in the world. We knew that in the regular season, but in the off season, in the playoffs, he turned into a whole different monster. He tapped into something that we haven't really seen from Jalen Brunson, except for in Dallas against Utah. I'm pretty sure against the 76ers, he had a 50-point game. My bad if you heard that shit. But he had a 50-point game. But this season, Jalen Brunson's averaged 26 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists. The season, his stats are obviously down, which he became a much better playmaker. He much better passer this season, which the Knicks have needed for him to play more of the point guard position. Last season, I feel like he was just more of a scorer and letting Julius Randle ISO. But this season, it looks like Jalen Brunson has fully controlled this offense. Like, it runs through him now. Like, if their teammates want to get buckets, Jalen Brunson passes them the ball, and I feel like he's become a way better passer this season. Like, for a point guard, I love when you pass the ball. Like, it sounds crazy, but that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get your teammates involved, and you're supposed to make your teammates better. And Jalen Brunson has done that, and he has looked like one of the best players on the planet, where in the clutch, where he knows when to take over. Like, during a couple games during the season, like, he would let OG, he would let Mikal, he would let them take the shots, he would let Cat take some shots. But obviously Jalen Brunson would go and take over in the fourth quarter when it was time to take over. Like, when they needed a closer, Jalen Brunson has been one of the best in the league this season. He's one of the clutchest players in the league this season. So, which, when that stint where he got injured in that Lakers game and he was out for about 15 games, they struggled to win games because they didn't have their closer. Yes, Mikal and Cat was trying his best. Cat was playing hero ball, but you obviously can't get that done against teams that are trying to fight for their playoff rights and try to stay in the playoffs. So there's just so much to Jalen Brunson. So, which I feel like if he wants to close, or if he wants to compete in these playoffs and obviously try to go win a championship, he's going to need the others around him to step up. Like OG Anunoby in the playoffs last season, he was good too. Like, he stepped up when Jalen Brunson needed him. And this season, he's averaging a career high in points, averaging 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He went on a run with Jalen Brunson hurt, where even when he came back, he was averaging 25 and a half for 10 games straight. So OG Anunoby has become a better scorer, and he proved why that contract, he deserved that contract, matter of fact, and he proved why the Knicks didn't make a mistake paying him all that money. I saw people in the offseason talking about EA overpaid for OG, and OG made strides to correct his game and make, obviously, the Knicks a better team this season. And Mikal Bridges has been a disaster for this team. I would say, like, he's not been the Mikal that they expected. Like, they expected Mikal Bridges to come out there and be the third option on this team, and obviously that didn't happen. But getting to the Pistons side, because I feel like I'm talking about the Knicks too much, I'm going to go back to the Knicks. But Cade Cunningham has been on a mission this season, and I feel like we all know that Tibbs is a defensive coach, so I feel like he's going to try to take Cade Cunningham out the game, but that's going to be really hard to do. And Cade is averaging 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists. He's having a full breakout season in his 4th career season. He was an all-star. They're about to give him most improved player, even though I don't think he deserves that, because I'm pretty sure basketball fans have always known that Cade Cunningham was nice, and he's just putting it on full display this season, because obviously last season the Pistons were bad, and the season before he was out for the season. So he's just putting on more of display. Like the last 3 games, I would say Cade Cunningham had 35 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. The game after, against the New York Knicks, actually, he had 36 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists. I'm pretty sure they won that game too, even though there was no Karl-Anthony Towns and no Josh Hart. They still won that game against the Bucks. He had 36 points, 6 rebounds, and 12 assists. So I think Cade is going to show why this regular season isn't a fluke either. Like, he's going to put on a show for Detroit. This is Detroit's first season back in the playoffs since 2018, and they haven't won a playoff game in God knows how long. Like, I saw a stat where they haven't won a playoff game, which that shit was crazy to me. But Cade's obviously gonna need some help. Like, there's no Jaden Ivey, so he's gonna need Dennis Schroeder to step up off the bench, so he could be another ball handler for Cade to hop off ball for a second. He needs his shooters in Malik Beasley, and he needs his other shooter in Tim Hardaway Jr. to make his shots, because in the playoffs when Tim Hardaway Jr. was on Dallas, he couldn't make shit. When Malik Beasley was on the Bucks, he couldn't make a shot. He was just selling. So there's a lot that goes into these teams. There's a lot that goes into the Pistons system that need to work out if they want a chance to beat the New York Knicks this season. Like Jalen Duren, he has to bang with Cat. And speaking of Karl-Anthony Towns, Cat has been on a mission for New York. Like, Cat was already doing this shit in Minnesota, but obviously it's being put on full display with the New York Knicks this season, and he's in a bigger market, so obviously they're going to talk about him more. This season, Cat is averaging 24.5 points per game, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists, and Cat is looking to be that missing piece where the Knicks felt like they missed last season with Mitchell Robinson being out. Mitchell Robinson is obviously in the lineup now, so it just makes the Knicks' depth stronger. This is what they were waiting for. They were waiting for the playoffs. Yes, they haven't beat comp in the regular season, but obviously it's playoff time. It's different atmosphere. So whatever happens, Karl-Anthony Towns needs to be playing his best basketball for the New York Knicks if they want to get out of this round or even get further in this route, because I'm not going to dismiss the Pistons like other analysts or other people talking about this series is. I'm just not going to do that, because I believed in the Pistons from the start, and I believe they have what it takes to make an upset. But with that being said, my bad, I would probably pick the Knicks in 6. I have Detroit getting 2 games in my opinion. But let me know how y'all feel about this series down below. Do y'all think the Knicks are just going to dominate the Pistons, or do y'all think the Pistons actually stand a chance? Because I do. Subscribe. I hope you enjoy. What's good, y'all? If y'all like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. Posting daily, almost every day or every day. And there's a video on the left or in the video on the right. If you haven't watched that one already, click it. It might be good.